Hey, I'm Justin from filmora.io. The best camera is the camera that you have. I'm going to show you how to use your iPhone to best capture your travel adventure. We're going to look at some equipment, like selfie sticks and lenses you can use with your smartphone, as well as go over some general shooting tips. Today I am visiting Granville Island, which is in the heart of Vancouver. It's one of Vancouver's biggest markets, and I'm super excited to be here because it has a lot of food and I'm really hungry. If you're in Vancouver, Granville Island is on your list. Let's go check it out. Today I decided to leave my big camera at home and just film everything that I really want to get on my iPhone. And I did this because today I kind of want to feel a little bit more like a fly on the wall. And also, when you're traveling, sometimes you just need to take a break from making your travel video. Sometimes you just need to take a day to explore and just see what's around you instead of carrying a big backpack on your back and having a big camera that you're carrying around. So for me, that day is today. Sometimes the lens on your iPhone can be a little bit limiting, so that's where one of these comes in handy. And these are interchangeable lenses. You can either get macros or you can get wide shots or telephoto. What I have today is macro and fisheye lenses. In order to use the macro lens, you just unscrew the wide angle or fisheye. So what this allows me to do is I can get really close to whatever my subject is and film that, and I'll be able to see that in incredible detail. Or I can flip it around to my wide and get a really wide shot, wider than my iPhone lens would allow me to get. You really can't go wrong with these lenses. They are really affordable and you can get them anywhere. Today I'm using the Olo clip, but there's a bunch of different ones, so just do your research and find what you want. A helpful tool when shooting on the iPhone is using a selfie stick. One really great thing about the selfie stick is you can get the camera further away from your face than you would with just being able to hold it. When you're just holding your iPhone, it feels a little bit too close to your face. So you can extend this out and it gets a little bit of a wider shot, and that's more flattering. Another really cool thing that you can do with your selfie stick is get different perspectives. You can get your shot a lot higher and, for example, see a crowd from above. You would never be able to get to see that perspective without that. Another really great thing about shooting on an iPhone is that you can upload your videos instantly to your social media community. And that's really cool because people love seeing what you're doing when you're doing it. And as much as people love seeing your final travel video, they want to see a behind the scenes look of what you're doing right now. One thing that's really important to do when filming on your iPhone is to always film in landscape mode versus turning your phone over and filming in portrait. A lot of social media apps like Instagram or Snapchat require you to film in portrait mode. But you want to be consistent too. So with filming on my bigger camera, all of my footage is going to be 16:9. And if I start filming like this, there's going to be black bars on the side, and that's just not going to look good or consistent. When using the camera app inside the iPhone, you don't always have a lot of control. Sometimes your image comes out a lot brighter or darker than you want, or it focuses on something totally different that you don't want to focus on. An app that I like to use to give me control is called Filmic Pro. It allows me to do different things like change my ISO or change my white balance or pick exactly in the frame where I want the focus to be. It's a really, really great app, and there's a bunch of them out there. So find an app that works for you and start building the image that you want to make. So now I'm going to show you a couple of the settings that you can actually play around with using Filmic Pro. And for an example, I'm going to be using a 2-for-1 deal that I got today with some really good looking desserts here. So before I jump into these, let's get some cool food shots. So right when I open up Filmic Pro, it's going to be in all automatic settings. So I'm just going to click these buttons on the bottom to turn everything on to manual mode. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is actually I'm going to focus. So I'm going to set my focus, and that's going to be the square. So I'm just going to hold that down, and then I can adjust the square on the side and go in and out of focus, and I can find exactly where I want to be. Then I'm going to go into my ISO. I just want to make sure that I'm at a nice ISO. That's looking about right. And I just want to double check that I'm at 1 1/24 for shutter speed, but I can do crazy shutter speeds here. So I can go all the way from 1.4 all the way up to 1/2000. So I'm gonna be at 1/24 because that's a good place to be. So I'm just gonna try doing a rack focus here because I wanna fall into focus on my shots. If I was in automatic, this would not be working out so well, I don't think. So I'm gonna try to find my shot again. That's kind of nice. Another great function when using Filmic Pro is you have total control over your white balance. So for example, I can go all the way up to 6500, which is great for overcasting daylight. Or I can go to 3000 Kelvin, which is really great for tungsten, or you can set it manually. So sometimes when you're traveling and you want to edit on the go, a really good app to download is Filmora Go. You can add filters, transitions, and music. You can also slow shots down or speed them up. It's a really handy app to have.
I open the app and select Create New Video. I can then select footage to import. Once I've selected my footage and I've added it to the project, I can add overlays, which are like filters. Transitions like a push or dissolve to the next shot, elements like arrows, hearts, and airplanes, text for your titles, and free music to take your video to the next level. You can also speed up or slow down your footage and export your final video directly to social media, like YouTube.
When shooting a lot of video on your phone, it tends to eat up a lot of battery life. So make sure that you bring along an external battery charger. This will really help even when you're shooting. You can shoot while charging your phone, so that's really nice. I also like to use it when I am eating, and then it's charged and ready to go once I'm done. Oh, now that was a delicious adventure. And I hope you learned something new about filming on your iPhone. Please subscribe to this channel and join filmora.io, your YouTube creator community.